So usually when they trying to slip something and slide something in on you, they always surrounded in jokes. So it says the jokes are piling up after cop films sucking on new oral drug tests. Ain't nothing funny about that. We'll be right back on the Key Podcast. Oh, yiggity. And we're back. And I really ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let Jeffrey and Sabrina tell you. Go ahead, take it away.
When Minnesota's legislature's cannabis last year, it also authorized money for a pilot program to try and detect drugs in a driver's system.
Well, today law enforcement received training on what are called oral fluid drug testing.
Pay attention, y'all.
Explains what you need to know.
Go ahead and pull that piece out and scrub it around like a toothbrush on the inside of your cheek.
That's a new drug detecting test that Minnesota law enforcement could drive to take.
Drug-impaired driving is more complicated than alcohol-impaired driving.
That's why Colonel Matt Langner with the Minnesota State Patrol says they are participating in this new state pilot program to detect drugs in a driver's system.
I hope with this device in the future, the job of detecting and proving impairment more objective and more scientifically sound with more evidence.
So I'll put it into the machine.
Once the saliva sample's collected, the device looks for 6 types of drugs, including cannabis. You can see right there, it shows positive for cannabis use. It takes about 5 minutes for the device to come back with the test results. On Friday, about 70 drug testing were given out to law enforcement statewide. It plans to also test out another brand later this winter.
We're not demanding or making anybody participate in this.
State Director of Traffic Safety Mike Hansen says only after an officer.
That is B to the S. Come on, man. Anything an officer tell you to do, this is like a demand and it's like an order. So if you pull it out, people do it because they're going to be afraid of getting booked for resisting. What are you talking about? That totally makes no sense, but there's more.
Conducts impairment tests they will offer if the driver wants to take part in the trial.
It cannot be used by the officer to help determine probable cause for the arrest. We are simply doing a data collection and we are evaluating the effectiveness and the accuracy of these instruments.
They is getting your DNA, fam. Stop it. They're getting your DNA, fam. They coming up with clever ways. I got my tinfoil kufi on. I don't care what you're talking about. Go ahead and pour yours out too. Tinfoil kufi time. They are trying to get your DNA. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care what you're talking about.
Once the pilot program is done, the legislature could be asked if the drug detecting devices are used as a screening tool to detect impaired drivers. In Maple Grove, Eric Shalhoub, 5 Eyewitness News.
Y'all not trying to get no drivers, fam. You're lying, bro. It don't even sound right, B. Like, either you gonna use it or you ain't gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? It says legalize adult use cannabis and expunging and resentencing cannabis convictions will strengthen communities, Walsh said in a May, adding that we're doing the right move for Minnesota. Oh, they coming down on Minnesota, brother. It said the aim is in the pilot program to gather data using the split of drivers who are willing to subject themselves to the device, meaning participation in the test is not required, nor the results able to be cited if making an arrest, at least for now. It's hard to imagine anyone willingly offering up their spit to a cop, but I disagree, but I digress. You know ain't nobody finna do that, fam. This is what they about to be putting on y'all, man. Now they trying to make a joke out of it, but it's not funny. Y'all let me know we're gonna hold you, but I'm gonna hold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. You know I got 4 words for you, but beforehand, on the low hand.
My name is Cedric Blackman, and I'm a contributor of Abolish, the Slave Patrol, a documentary that will crack open the door on a hidden truth about our present. It's a truth about the roots of something too many of us take for granted: American policing. We like to believe our systems evolved organically, but Abolish, the Slave Patrol, exposes a chilling reality. It shines a light on the dark history of slave patrols and those brutal armed groups formed centuries ago to enforce slavery and control foundational Black Americans. Their legacy isn't buried in the past. It's woven into the very fabric of our modern police forces, the way officers interact with Black people, and the patterns of racial profiling and discrimination, with tragic instances of violence. They all echo with the ghosts of the Slave Patrol.
Now you got the echoes now of the Slave Patrol. Now you go over there to that Patreon, www.keepitpraw.com now, and go check it out, is what you do. Or you can do, my friend, you. That's my joint right there. Anyway, I got another 4 words for you. It's really quite simple. I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike, comment your comment, share if you care about getting Black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on the platforms that we own, Jones. And just to bring it on home, I've got love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha. For sure. You already know. That's what you need to do. They want you to put it in your mouth and